U.S. lawmakers have just dropped a bombshell piece of legislation that could reshape the entire American AI landscape. For years, the question has been not if the federal government would regulate AI, but how. Now, we have a concrete answer, and it's far more ambitious and potentially more contentious than many anticipated. This isn't just another committee recommendation. It's a full frontal assault on regulatory fragmentation, and it's poised to spark a legal and political battle with massive implications for AI innovation and deployment across the entire United States. On June 4, 2026, a bipartisan group of U.S. lawmakers released a discussion draft of what they've termed the Great American AI Act. Throughout June, as analysts dissected its hundreds of pages, the consensus solidified. This is a proposed, comprehensive federal law explicitly designed to regulate artificial intelligence from coast to coast.
This isn't a piecemeal approach. It's a bold attempt to establish a singular, overarching legal framework for AI development and deployment nationwide, a move that's been brewing for years amidst growing calls for clarity and accountability in the AI sector. At its core, the Great American AI Act is engineered for unification. It addresses everything from fundamental ethical guidelines and data governance standards to robust safety protocols for high-risk AI systems. Unlike previous voluntary frameworks or sector-specific guidelines, this legislation aims to establish a mandatory federal baseline. Its explicit goal is to preempt the emerging patchwork of state-level AI regulations, from California's data privacy laws influencing AI to Texas's potential liability statutes or New York's algorithmic transparency requirements. The Act effectively declares that AI regulation is a national concern, not merely a state one, asserting federal authority in a domain where states have often been first movers. So, who feels the immediate pressure? Every AI developer, every startup, and every tech giant operating across state lines will soon be facing new, potentially far stricter federal compliance requirements. Companies like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Anthropic, or even smaller specialized AI firms which currently navigate a maze of disparate state laws will now contend with a single, powerful federal authority. What should developers and their legal teams be doing right now? Monitoring this legislation is paramount. Understanding its evolving language on liability, data governance, and algorithmic transparency isn't just good practice, it's business survival. The outcome of this bill will either streamline multi-state operations under a unified federal umbrella or, conversely, create new, powerful federal hurdles that could stifle innovation if not carefully balanced. Globally, this positions the U.S. as a definitive player in the AI regulation race, mirroring the ambitious scope of the European Union's landmark AI Act. It signals a shift from a largely laissez-faire approach to a more proactive, centralized regulatory stance. What comes in the next 3 to 6 months? Expect unprecedented lobbying from tech giants, intense public debate, and almost certainly significant revisions to the draft, particularly around its most contentious element, the preemption clause. This is the one thing most people are missing. The Act's highly contested preemption clause includes a radical 3-year sunset provision on all existing and future state AI laws. This isn't just about setting a baseline, it's about dramatically centralizing AI regulation at the federal level, effectively nullifying state efforts for a transitional period. This provision alone guarantees a fierce legal and political showdown between federal and state authorities, reshaping the very legal landscape for AI in America, possibly for decades. This isn't just about new rules. It's about a fundamental rebalancing of power and a strategic national assertion in the global AI race. The Great American AI Act is a crucible moment for U.S. AI policy. Subscribe to AI Pulse for daily AI coverage and stay ahead of the curve.